Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Psycho Worldwide, in association with One Mind Entertainment, proudly brings to you two of the greatest podcast hosts in the world. I am Crazy Kevin, and if he was here, he would be Dan Jones, and we will be Two Fat Guys Podcast. As you can see, I'm by my lonely for right now. Dan Jones, he's out, he's sick. We're going to get into that in a minute. But we are here. Show must go on, and we're going to soldier through this. So that's what we do here at Two Fat Guys Podcast. And y'all know I had to send out the Two Fat Guys beacon, the Fat Guys Podcast signal. You know, it's like the bat signal, but it's Two Fat Guys, you know. But anyway, sent the signal out. Couple friends from the Justice League and the Avengers and all that other stuff said they would come through and help out. So I'm gonna bring them on right now. We already know who one half of the he's like an honorary third member of the show. He has been here more times than not. Long-time follower, brother of the show. He is aka Dick Clark. Welcome to the show, sir.
What it do? You know we like to always come through when the call goes out.
We appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. And of course, we had to bring somebody else because me and I said we could do this.
A lot of meat on this ass. We need something to balance it out.
Right, we need something to balance it out. You absolutely right. It's a lot of testosterone and to balance out the unnecessary meat slapping that Nye is going to try to bring to the show. We need to balance this out. So we brought in the prettiest nerd that we know. Let's give it up for the host of Coffee and Tea, Miss Chris. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to the both of you.
How are you?
Naeem, I did not notice your background, but I'm going to keep my mouth. I'm going to keep my mouth shut today. No, I saw the shirt. It was the background that I did not see.
Yeah, I don't want to change it because I'm gonna feel like a fair weather friend. But I want to, I do want to take it down, but I'm not going to do that. They need some type of love today.
Look, I told him, I said, I commend you, but he's not a type of Steeler fans or where they win. They're over the top, overbearing. He knows his team wins. He accepts the win. If his team loses, he accepts the loss. That's what he's doing, and I'm grateful.
And lost we did.
You know, 30 something.
Stunning 17. Fashion.
So, but
when I look at the score like that, I can say that you guys either play it extremely well because there's a rare occasion where a Steelers-Ravens game ends up in that lopsided of a score.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right.
So in my mind, I like to believe since we were like missing a lot of people and we were already in playoffs, they just said, we just going to give it our best. And they really didn't give it their best.
No, I don't even think it was that. I really think Tomlinson was trying to close out and get that AFC North championship.
I agree.
I think
it was too many dumb decisions for me in there. But like Russ, first of all, Russ, why is you trying to truck a DB, sir? What was that? You was feeling a little spunky because you was running and you said, you know what, I'm gonna run this dude over. I got this. Fumble. The last one, they threw the joint and my man, they needed 5 yards for a first down. You decided to throw a bomb. Why, sir? You don't have a 12 receiver out there. What are we doing?
Crazy.
Look, I feel like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do in a certain situation. But I will say this though, sir. That massive yard run that Derrick Henry got, and then Lamar immediately threw an interception. I was like, okay, that might not work in our favor.
And we gave it right back.
And gave it right back.
Yeah, then we got the pick six. So
right. So that's why I was like, I'm okay.
So I told Jackie, I said, sometimes you just gotta be realistic. I said, Carry Out is on Netflix. I heard it was good. I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and clock on out of this one. This is over. I'm a wrap. There's no sense to be giving up my time for nothing.
So, all right, before we really full blow jump into the show, something just came across my Facebook feed, which I'm gonna talk about in a second, that involves Miss Chris. As you can see, Dan Jones, aka Dan Ridding, is not here tonight. He has a upper respiratory infection. So It's not funny that he has an upper respiratory infection.
I'm not laughing at the fact.
I know you're not. I know. It's funny how he contracted the upper respiratory infection. So y'all know
don't say contracted. That sounds like a harsh way to say something.
I mean, he caught it.
Sounds like he got a disease.
I mean,
right.
it kind of is. It's an infection. How
Let's
else
say
do you get an infection?
It fell upon him. I don't know. Something you gotta figure out.
You can't even say it fell upon him.
So for those loyal fans of ours that watch week in and week out, y'all know that Dan is a proud father of a football player. And his son, Dan Jr. School, went to the state championship for the state of Virginia. The championship was held in a mountain region of Virginia. Okay? Dan lives in Chesapeake, Virginia. So the air is different. So
call it what it is.
Dan caught an upper respiratory infection by breathing in fresh air. I don't even know how that's possible.
No, it was the opposite way.
Well,
remember, he got
caught
fresh air.
From what they told him. Right. He went to the mountains, fresh air into his lungs,
cleaned it out.
He went back to non-fresh air, and his body didn't know how to act.
Right. Said, what were you breathing in this whole time, sir?
Hello, Princess Fabulosa. Welcome to the show.
I was say, who was that? Oh,
welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Like to see you. Welcome. Salute. Thank you for joining us.
Greetings and salutations.
Is that Miss Voorhees?
It looked like a 20th personality.
She's on YouTube this time, not
right. Because I'm looking at the greetings. And that's normally her greetings.
Smart man. That's why you're the leader.
I try to be.
I mean, he's all right.
Thank you, guys. Tippers. Okay. Yeah, so shout out to Dan. Get better. Stay in dirty air.
Hi, Dan.
If you go to clean air, just stay up there for a couple of days before you come back.
Walk around with that mask on like Bane or something.
Right. Something. Because you're the first person I ever know that caught an upper respiratory infection by breathing in fresh air. Shout out to my homegirl Courtney. She is joining us. And of course, the mama of the show, the moderator of the show. Where's she at? Right here. The moderator, mama of the show.
Lady,
she said we played
we're past
very
that
well.
subject. We're past that already. You missed.
She had already put that up there.
Yeah, I'm backtracking because I didn't call it out.
I won't, Dan. I won't.
Chris, don't forget the 2 fingers at the end. Okay, so he gave you some work and some marching orders. All right, and the 2 fat guys. So, shout out to the OG.
I don't know how to read that last part without.
Yeah, I'm not reading that last part. No,
it's not censored.
Y'all can read. So, moving on. Getting back to the shenanigans. So tonight, we are still in holiday battle mode. And as you can tell from the title that popped up, and what we're doing tonight is triple threats. We are doing triple threats tonight. We are doing a triple threat match versus Die Hard, Gremlins, and Harry Potter. These movies, the battle and the argument that's going to take place tonight is these movies considered Christmas movies?
That was a long pause.
Yes.
It's called dramatic effect.
You had me until you said Harry Potter.
That wasn't dramatic. Hey, watch your mouth, sir.
I enjoy Harry Potter. I do. I don't have any issues with it.
I do not.
I was getting ready to say.
I do not.
Why everybody? I don't have a microphone.
He always feel left out.
Yes. Sorry, no advertisements.
All right, so we're gonna run through the introductions real quick for these 3 contenders tonight. So Die Hard, New York City policeman John McClane, Bruce Willis, is visiting his estranged wife and 2 daughters on Christmas Eve. He joins her at a holiday party in the headquarters of a Japanese-owned business she works for. But the festivities are interrupted by a group of terrorists who take over the exclusive high-rise and everyone in it. Very soon, McClane realizes. Yeah, it was a high rise.
No, the name of the high rise is important.
And then I know that wasn't part of the information I looked at.
Nakatomi Towers. Go ahead.
Okay, the Nakatomi Towers. There you go. And everyone in it. Very soon, McClane realizes there is no one to save the hostages but him. This movie was released on July 22nd, 1988. Directed John McTiernan. Villain Hans Gruber. It was a budget of $28 million, distributed by 20th Century Studios, and it was adapted from Nothing Lasts Forever.
That's when they made movies cheap.
Right. Yes, indeed.
Because it wasn't a bunch of effects. You actually
know who Hans Gruber's brother is?
Doesn't he appear in another Die Hard movie?
He actually appears in one of the very, very classic movies of our lifetime.
Which is what?
The Lion King.
Scar?
I mean,
that was the only other voice I could think of. All right, so yes. Okay. All right, so the Gremlins is a gadget salesman is looking for a special gift for his son and finds one in a store in Chinatown. The shopkeeper is reluctant to sell him the Mogwai.
Didn't know how racist this was until now. But go ahead.
Facts.
Huh?
Didn't realize how racist Gremlins was until today. But go ahead, continue.
Okay, but sells it. You need to explain that one in a minute. But sells it to him with the warning: never expose him to bright light, water, or feed him after midnight. All of this happens, and the results:
Gremlins.
Shenanigans. Release date was June 8th, 1984. Directed John Dante. Sequel was Gremlins 2, The New Batch. Screenplay was done by Chris Columbus. For real? Chris Columbus?
Racist.
Yeah.
Interesting. Distributed by Warner Brothers, and the box office draw was $212.9 million.
They got $8 and some change in my money. I remember going to the movies for that.
Yes, I was 8.
I don't remember how old I was.
It's 88. I mean, you said 84, so my bad. I was 4.
Yeah, so I was okay.
Yeah, I think it was about 9 or 10, somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, because 78, 88, I would have been 10. So I was probably All right, so Harry Potter is the adaptation of the first J.K. Rowling's popular children's novel about Harry Potter, a boy who learns on his 11th birthday that he is the orphan son of 2 powerful wizards and possesses unique magical powers of his own. That sounds familiar. He is summoned from his life as an unwanted child to become a student at Hogwarts, an English boarding school for wizards. There, he meets several friends who become his closest allies and help him discover the truth about his parents' mysterious death. This was directed by Chris Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
Adapted from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, story by J.K. Rowling, distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures, Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, and Filmflex. Box office was 1.26 billion. It drew in.
Jeez, Louise.
I just realized 2 of these movies was actually made by Warner Brothers with the same director.
Yep.
Curious, sir. All right, so let's jump into this. I am going to say this right here and right now.
Mm-hmm.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
And I'm going to agree with you on that.
The lies you tell, sir. First of all, go back and let me read the first line in your description of Die Hard.
No, I understand it's a Christmas party, but that's not the center of the movie.
The whole point of them going to go see this woman was what? It was what season?
It was Christmas season. Just because it was Christmas season don't mean
therefore it is a Christmas dramatic movie.
Lies. The lies you tell.
What did they do when he saved her? Didn't they play Christmas music?
So that makes it a Christmas movie. So just
he hung one of the people with Christmas lights.
What did that got to do with anything? It was the closest thing he had, MacGyver.
Exactly. Which means
you can't use that as your argument because that was not you, Chris Helm. Like you said, that's the closest thing he had.
Sir, what is a Christmas movie? It is done during the Christmas season. It is Christmas themed. It is surrounding.
That was not Christmas themed.
That wasn't a Christmas themed movie.
He went to go see his woman on Christmas. What do you mean?
No, he went to go see his estranged wife at her work holiday party so he could spend time with his kids. It had nothing to do with Christmas. He wasn't bringing gifts. He wasn't bringing out damn gifts.
He was the gift. He had been away from them for so long. He is the gift.
Oh my God.
Means that they was on their way on the outs. She ain't want to see him.
And what better way to make a relationship? First of all, every Christmas movie y'all ever watch, don't they always put these people together? They always end up together at the end of the movie. What better way to become a Christmas movie than to kill some people?
But they did not. But they did not end up at the end of the movie.
They actually did end up together until Die Hard 2 or 3, and then they just didn't work.
Die Hard 2. It was Die Hard 2 because that was the one with your boy Samuel.
Yes, but he didn't need her anyway. But nonetheless, they ended up together at least until Die Hard 2.
No, it is not a Christmas movie. And I have supported evidence that Bruce Willis himself said
he has dementia.
Not a Christmas movie.
Is not a Christmas movie.
He has dementia now. You can't count his words.
Lies.
This was before he lost the ability to speak and his memory. Okay, he was in full function. He was in full functioning mind.
It was a roast. I think that he was at when he said it.
Right. Everybody says funny jokes on the roast.
That ain't true.
That is true, but he wasn't joking. But he wasn't joking with this.
I'm going to call it a Christmas movie. We watch it every Christmas. I'm about to go watch it. So we get done with this.
Point of order right there. You watch it every Christmas. It is a Christmas tradition, not a Christmas movie.
But you're going to probably tell me later on in this show that Harry Potter is?
No, I'm not.
All right, let's wait. Let's wait.
Actual movie I believe is a actual Christmas movie is Gremlins. That's the only one.
And we're gonna get to that, but let's finish talking about how Die Hard is not a Christmas movie because just because, and I've had this same argument with my supervisor, and some hills I'm willing to die on, and this is one of them. Just because the movie takes place during Christmas does not make it a Christmas movie. That's taking the same logic of saying, oh, if a movie happens during Valentine's Day, it's a Valentine's movie. And nobody falls in love.
It's considered a Romo.
But it's not, though. If nobody falls in love, if there's no romantic
you have rom-coms all season long. Like, it's not just Valentine's Day. You have so St. Patrick's Day, if it's a rom-com, then it's a St. Patrick's movie.
If they started drinking beer at an Irish bar, then you'd say St. Patrick's Day.
No, it's not.
Stop it. The logic is not logicking. The math ain't mathing, sir.
But
the logic
is
not logicking.
This movie was based at the right time and the right setting with the right things going on, and they had the music and everything else in there. You heard jingle bells and bullets. It is a Christmas themed movie.
And y'all are the same people that say the world flat. Get out of my face. Goodbye.
It was until somebody said it was round. Until we got a picture.
Until we got a picture?
Yes. Until then, it was flat. All the way up until that point.
All I'm saying is, and I'm like I say, and Chris and I, we here. Chris, you and I, we here. It don't make sense.
Why doesn't it?
Because it takes place during Christmas. Yes, exactly. Santa Claus won't even mention that once. No Christmas. No. Oh, here's your Christmas gifts. Feliz La Vidas. None of that took place in that movie.
What did you just say?
I
Feliz La Vidas.
Yes, I said Feliz La Vidas. Yes, I know I said it wrong.
Oh, okay. Since we out here correct.
Christmas ain't even supposed to be about no white guy delivering gifts anyway. So therefore, it was a Christmas movie.
No, it's not. It's not.
No. It is not. It is not.
If you can make Christmas about a old dude that's been like 1,000 years old eating cookies, going down people's chimney, which is I like to call burglarism. You are breaking into someone else's house.
But you're not taking stuff and leaving it.
You took the cookies. You taking these kids innocent.
No, but
because they believe that these people that work hard for it.
The kids left the cookies out there.
Right. Nobody innocence was taken. And like she said, the cookies was left as a gift. As a gracious gift. Look, we understand that you are bringing these toys to us, and the least we can do is feed you. Okay? And we understand you got a carbo load, sir. You got a carbo load. So here's some cookies for you.
I'm telling you, these children that you bought it. When I saw my mother go to Toys R Us and buy the Voltron that I wanted. So why are you lying to me telling me that some old white dude did?
And P.S. There's more pulling Santa's sleigh than Santa. Like, why ain't nobody leave nothing out for the reindeer? The reindeer get hungry too.
And where you get all these elves from? They're stolen kids. That's the part that they're leaving out of the whole story.
All right,
Die Hard didn't need to steal no kids. It didn't even involve kids. He didn't even see his kids. He saw bullets and dead people.
You did see his kids because he had 2 daughters in the movie.
Where was they at in the first movie? I'm sorry. When did he meet the kids in the movie, sir?
With the mother.
The mother at work because he went to work. He went to her job. When did he see the kids?
No, he was the daughters was in that movie. And if I'm mistaken, please correct me. But I could have sworn the daughters was.
I am correcting you because there was not a child in sight.
Okay, I'll take you what.
He went from the airport
since I seen
to the building
and back at the airport
again. Not a Christmas movie. Back.
All right,
I see those sleigh bells. They played the sleigh bells ringling, jing, jing, jingling. At the end,
a Christmas song or multiples thereof makes a Christmas movie not.
If I'm not mistaken, they played Run DMC's Christmas in Hollis, and that's therefore my case.
That's because the movie took place in New York.
So you might as well say it's a black movie at that point, since we playing black music.
I can because Uncle Carl was there, and the little black guy was a little young.
Uncle Carl.
Bye.
Yes, Uncle Carl.
Bye.
All right, so Miss Princess says, because we're moving on to the next one. Miss Princess says Gremlins is the Christmas movie. The father was specifically looking for a Christmas gift. I don't care what anyone says. That's a Christmas movie. He was looking for a gift for his son. To give to his son.
Another version of Django. A man went and found some little creature that was sold that they couldn't feed and couldn't get wet and turned into a gremlin. If you did all those things,
How come people can't follow directions?
They can feed them. They just couldn't feed them at the midnight.
Why?
Because that was the instructions that he gave them. And honestly speaking, humans, we're not supposed to eat at a certain time either.
Those little things was oppressed.
He was not oppressed. Gizmo was happy.
Yes, who's happy sitting in a box all day long, not seeing like.
Gizmo was happy. He was a happy furry little creature.
Gizmo look like a short little black dude.
Premise of the movie. Christmas movie.
So this is a Christmas movie, but Die Hard's not.
It's not
because the man went looking for a Christmas gift. That's y'all. That's what you're going on.
That's not the premise of the movie.
The premise of Gremlins was the fact that the father was looking for a special gift during Christmas for his son, to give his son a gift for Christmas.
And they little shop of horror at him.
And right, he gave the kid the gift. He gave the kid the gift, and that was the end of the conversation about Christmas. There was nothing else about Christmas after that. Everything else was about feeding and dying and dodging these little green things, killing everybody in town.
No, because remember, the whole town was decked out for Christmas. Santa was in the Gremlins. Hold on, pause. Santa was in Gremlins. They had elves in Gremlins.
So this was basically the Christmas movie because
the whole town was celebrating Christmas.
So was the Nakatomi Towers? They were celebrating Christmas at work.
No, they were not. They was celebrating. They was having an office party.
A what office party?
Yeah, office party. You can have an office
Christmas
party and not have
office party.
Did it say it was a Christmas office party? Because according to my description, it said an office party
during the holidays. Christmas Eve.
So if I have a holiday party during Thanksgiving and it is not potluck, is it a Thanksgiving party?
It is definitely a Thanksgiving party.
It's not.
Lies.
It's not.
If you have it on Thanksgiving, it's a Thanksgiving party. If you have it on Black Friday, it's the after Thanksgiving party.
It's an after Thanksgiving party.
But I'm gonna let y'all have it. If Gremlins get to be a Christmas movie, then Die Hard gets to be one too.
No, it don't work like that, sir.
It don't work like that at all.
All right, so the moderator says, "Nah, you are outnumbered. It's not a Christmas movie."
I feel there's a bias going on with the moderator.
I'm saying you said it's a bias with the moderator going on.
It's a bias with the moderator. I don't even trust that.
Okay, first of all, you should know by now. She's when it comes to you, Dan, and myself, she is completely unbiased. Only person that's on this screen right now she is biased to has the same chromosome cells as she does.
Okay, well, that's still a bias, is it not?
But that's not biased to us. She's biased to her. She is unbiased to us. So you can't say she's biased.
I'm sticking on mine.
And you know, females gonna look out for each other anyway. That's what they do. While we throw each other to the wolves.
Watch yourself.
What?
Watch yourself.
Am I not speaking facts though?
Y'all watch out for each other. That's a different show. No. Come on, Coffee and Tea, and we can talk about that.
Okay, we sure can, because I'll tell you right now, dudes will leave their homeboy hanging. Anyway, what's going on, Andrew Radford? Welcome to the show, sir. Thank you. All right, guys. Hope you are having a good night. We are, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Courtney. That's correct.
I'm not.
Most of the ones we know of do.
Right. I watched a total stranger defend my wife, and we wasn't even arguing. We were just picking with each other, and she was like, "Leave her alone. You know she right."
Mm-hmm.
And her own husband was like, "Don't even. You know they look out for each other."
That's the first thing we say. Don't. Let's let it go. Let it go.
Princess says, "I'm torn on Die Hard because the action adventure shenanigans occurred during Christmas season, but no, she says she's torn. She's not saying that it is a Christmas movie."
I can't.
Okay, Andrew said, "I'm watching the Penguin series right now. Saw you guys were on." Okay, cool. Appreciate you. Penguin series was an awesome series. We talked about that. Check out the replays on YouTube.
Well, since you're here, Andrew, do you think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie? If you happen to hear this question, let us know how you feel, sir. Say yes. But let us know how you feel.
You can't tell a man to say yes, yeah.
It's not a Christmas movie.
All right, so because we do have questions we got to get into, I just wanted to get these contenders out of the way. Now, we want to talk about Harry Potter. I am going to be completely neutral on this because I have not watched not near damn Harry Potter movie. So I'm going to let you two slug this out. Because I've already said how I feel about Harry Potter. It's a ripoff of Star Wars. And I'm just not going to get into it.
I don't know if it's a ripoff of Star Wars.
Thank you, Naeem. Thank you.
I definitely would not put that in the Christmas movie. Nothing about Harry Potter says, "Oh, wow, it's December. Let me go start watching the Harry Potter series again."
Now, according to you, sir, according to your Die Hard logic.
So before you continue, I apologize. Before you continue, Andrew said, "I don't think it is, LOL. Just like Lethal Weapon is not a Christmas movie. And Lethal Weapon takes place during Christmas."
You, sir, are alive.
Don't get mad at him because he's speaking the truth.
And that's because he's watching the Penguin right now. He's not focused. It's okay. We'll come back.
He's not focused.
Your logic, sir. There is a Christmas tree in the Harry Potter movie. They give Christmas gifts during the Harry Potter movie. So, according to your logic, it should be to you a Christmas movie.
The reason why it can't be a Christmas movie because magical people can make things happen anytime they want. So that means it could be Christmas all year long. Therefore, it's disqualified.
Sure, it's during the school year.
Right. First of all, why the kids not in school? How did you just get to jump up and go to a whole other school?
They are in school. They live at the
he
school.
Wasn't in the school that he started in. How you get to this other school?
It's a boarding school.
How you get to boarding school with no money?
He got money. His parents left it for him.
And where did these magical parents?
He was there on the scholarship. Money come from? He was there on the scholarship.
His parents died and left the money for him.
I thought they were killed. I could have sworn I saw one of these prequel movies.
They were. They died.
I mean, it don't matter how they got unalive. The point is, they was unalive and they left them an inheritance.
Which is another reason why it can't be a Christmas movie. Christmas movies is all about somebody down and out, downtrodden, having a good outcome. He was already rich. He's out of it.
And his friend Ron, wait a minute, his friend Ron was down and out.
Did Ron get a gift? Did Ron see Santa? Did Ron make a wish?
Ron got a gift. His mama knitted him some sweaters. Him and his brothers, his twins.
Then possibly we might consider that a Christmas movie. I won't. But,
according to your logic, I don't believe that it's a Christmas movie, and I'm a diehard Harry Potter fan. I've read every book and seen every movie. So
right. It has nothing to do with Christmas. It has something to do with Dumbledore or whatever the dude name was in Harry.
So that's Fantastic Beasts. Stay in the right portion of the franchise.
That is a double entendre. I've ever heard one. So Miss Princess says I don't consider the Harry Potter series as Christmas movies because they are a binge watch all year round.
Again, y'all got to distinguish between Christmas movie and Christmas tradition, because at the end of the day, Die Hard is a Christmas tradition. They show it every year. Sound of Music is a Christmas tradition. They show it every year at the same time. The Wizard of Oz, they show it during the same time every year. So those are Christmas traditions, things that you watch every time that time of year comes around. I agree with Ms. Voorhees when she says that you binge watch Harry Potter all the time because it's just they do marathons. Just random times of the year they do marathons. But at the end of the day, it's not a Christmas movie. It has nothing to do with Christmas. It's just they follow the school year and the kids happen to be at school during Christmas.
With that sound logic, if Harry Potter is something that you can binge watch anytime during the year, and the other movies are certain, you only watch them at certain times during the year, most people only watch Die Hard during Christmas.
But again, you're leading to my point that it is a Christmas tradition, not a Christmas movie.
Well, is it a tradition to watch Christmas movies?
For some people, yes.
So
There's people watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer every year at Christmas.
So I watch the Christmas Story.
Yeah, they binge watch it.
Right.
Or binge play it or whatever.
Yeah. I'm tired of that.
TBS shows it every year for 24
all
hours
day
straight.
long.
All right, and I watch it. I watch it a few times, and then once it's out of my system, I'm good. But it's a tradition for me.
Frosty, Rudolph, Die Hard, March the Wooden Soldiers.
Ms. Moderator, I need you to explain yourself. You said that is you. That is you who? What? Please explain.
It's you that watches that nonsense. I heard.
That's why I said me. I didn't say I said me. I watch it. And yes, I do force my family to watch it because I take control of the television. So Mr. Radford said they have a Christmas scene in the Twilight movie series.
I believe they did.
But that doesn't make it a Christmas movie.
Sure does not.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And I never seen those either.
I did. They were sad.
It was sad.
Them things they show on like the Hallmark Channel or like Lifetime, where it's all centered around Christmas, and then people fall in love, reconnect, yell at their parents. Those are Christmas movies.
When they Die Hard, didn't they fall in love, reconnect after he killed everybody?
No.
Maybe I'm watching the wrong Die Hard. Maybe I need to watch it again because I could have sworn he sat with his woman. They hugged. They embraced. He killed everybody. Everything was all good.
Yeah, that's
That
because
was
she was
not the
that's because
premise of the movie.
That's because she wasn't unalived, and his daughters wouldn't wind up with just one parent. That's what he was happy about.
Walk barefoot through glass for her on Christmas.
Bye.
Okay, so the moderator says, "Nah, watch Die Hard around Christmas." Andrew says, "Nope, just like Die Hard had a Christmas scene doesn't mean it's not a Christmas movie." LOL. And yes, they did at the end. So Courtney is agreeing with you. They did make up at the end, but somehow I guess between the first one and the second one, they separated again. Because I remember at the end of the movie, Samuel L. Jackson gave him a quarter to go call her from a payphone. So
yes, and now it's a tragedy instead of a Christmas movie.
Again, not a Christmas movie.
All right. So since we have established the proving grounds that it's split, it's ununanimous about Die Hard being a Christmas movie. It is ununanimous about Gremlins being a Christmas movie. And it's unanimous about Harry Potter not being a Christmas movie. What, in your opinion, what makes a Christmas movie?
Go ahead, Naeem. I'm waiting to hear this.
Well, sir, there are several things that can make a movie a Christmas movie. You have the traditional, someone's grew up not believing in Christmas. They have a horrible spirit about giving in holiday season. And then some miraculous thing happens and changes their mind, lightens their spirit, and they're in love with Christmas again. Then you have the Scrooge thing where people was rich and they look down on poor people. And all of a sudden now they have a brand new outlook on life and everyone's great. And now they're in love with Christmas. And then you got the people who fall in love for some reason only on Christmas because they can't get nobody else during the year. My version of Christmas movies is a good crime situation. Someone needs to die. Someone needs to go. Bodies need to hit the streets. And then, the hero gets the reward. He saves the city. Demolition Man. Demolition Man could be a good Christmas movie. If it had Santa Claus in it, that would have been a great Christmas movie. But unfortunately, Santa Claus didn't appear in this movie. Die Hard, to me, is a perfect Christmas movie.
So,
what makes a great Christmas movie? Anything that doesn't have anything to do with Santa Claus, but it brings people together and makes people love each other a little bit more. And maybe someone gets a gift, whether it's a rat gift or a dead body.
So to me, what makes a Christmas movie is the fact that the movie is centered around Christmas. Like the theme of the movie is Christmas. That's so like, what is that movie?
Is it centered around the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ?
And most people, well, first of all, Jesus wasn't born on Christmas. So how about that? We just use that day as observance as Christians. So what's that movie? What a Wonderful Life. That's a Christmas movie. Because he actually made a Christmas wish that he did not exist. And his angel came to him and said, well, let me show you a world without you in it. So that movie, I'm
not gonna lie. I'm sorry.
A Wonderful Life is a great cinema classic.
Is that with the black and white clear folks?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I'm not gonna.
Yes. You know, they actually do have a Technicolor version of it.
They do.
It's okay. I'm
good. They do.
You know we older when we remember how they would show like a black and white movie on TV. It was like now in Technicolor. And they would show you the color version of it.
March of the Wooden Soldiers is one of my favorite Christmas movies. It used to be in black and white, and now that's in Technicolor.
So Andrew asked a good question. What do you think about that horror movie, Frauds? Do you think that's a Christmas movie?
I can't speak on it because I've never seen it.
I've seen the trailer for it. It's a Christmas horror movie. So I guess you can say it as a Christmas movie.
Centered around Christmas.
Yeah. And somebody agrees, saying Andrew, it's a Christmas horror movie. I'm thinking he's saying that his mother loves It's a Wonderful Life. Princess, aka Miss Voorhees, says Home Alone is a Christmas classic. It is. I still don't understand how you leave your child behind 3 times.
Okay, pause. Pause.
Shoot.
Pause. Home Alone is a great movie series, by the way. I do agree. But how are you going to put that as a Christmas classic when
What, Home Alone?
the whole movie is just about the kid being by himself?
But the premise of the movie was what? What was the initial reason why
the family was going away for Christmas?
They was going on Christmas vacation to spend Christmas together. First
of
all, I want to know how much money. I want to know.
Visit his wife in New York, spend vacation with her.
Who? No, that wasn't even his wife at the time. They was estranged. They was getting divorced, dog.
They
weren't together. I said they was getting a divorce.
Bye.
Which didn't happen until movie 2. But anyway, go ahead.
All right, here's
the premise was he was coming to see his kids.
Okay, look, this is a real question when it comes to Home Alone. How much money was Kevin's father making to pay for the entire family to go to Europe?
A whole lot, sir.
A whole lot. Maybe they had a Christmas trip fund, and they was putting away money for a while.
I don't know. The whole family, in-laws, cousins, and nieces, and all that.
So who's to say that I don't remember him saying that he paid for everybody.
He did because his brother-in-law says, "Who am I to argue at a free trip to Paris?"
He might have got frequent flyer miles. He might have got a discount or something. He might have worked it out.
That's right.
They had the grip.
I'm just saying, though. I just want to know what
Only thing they did not have was a phone to call home. Because why didn't nobody just pick up the phone and call?
Just pick up the phone. No, they did try calling Kevin, and he didn't answer the phone because Kevin was out just spending money and watching gangster black and white movies.
Yeah, filthy animals.
Princess, aka Miss Voorhees, also said that Krampus is a Christmas horror movie. Krampus. I said Krampus. I'm sorry. Krampus. Kevin called him a cheapskate. He did. He called his father a cheapskate. He paid for everybody to go to Europe. Ungrateful. Okay. So what should be considered a Christmas movie? No, sorry. Why should these movies be considered Christmas movies?
So, again, Harry Potter, I'm gonna speak on what I know first. Harry Potter, the premise of the movie is not about the holiday. Premise of the movie is why this little boy is the chosen one and what happened, with his parents and, how great of a wizard is he and all the shenanigans he get into with his friends trying to figure out stuff that he really shouldn't be messing around with no way. Gremlins would be considered more of a Christmas movie because the whole reason that we get the Gremlins is because the father is looking for a Christmas gift for his son. If he hadn't been looking for the Christmas gift, we wouldn't have no movie. And again, Die Hard is about the fact that this man realized that wasn't nobody going to save the people except for him. They could have been in the building working.
Well, how did he end up at the building?
If you remove the holiday out of the movie,
he wouldn't have been there.
Again, according to you, it was about the wife and the kids. So he would have been there regardless. Holiday or no holiday, because he was going to see his kids.
Okay.
So again, no holiday, Die Hard, there's still a movie. Gremlins, no holiday. It could have been a birthday movie. He could have been trying to find a gift for his son for his birthday, but he may not have gone. Christmas people tend to go overboard. So again,
and this is also the father's way of making up from him always not being home because he traveled for his job.
Yes. So again, to me, when you look at the movie, if you take out the holiday, does the movie still stand. If the movie still stands, then it's not a Christmas movie. If you need the holiday to help the movie, then it's a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Well, Die Hard, you don't need the holiday.
I mean, you can make a Die Hard version of a movie that clearly he did 2, 3, and whatever other number it is without Christmas being around.
Agreed.
But Die Hard 1 is about him spending time with his family for Christmas.
A holiday movie, sir.
Okay.
And so I'm willing to die on this hill.
As am I.
She got real close and personal with that, ladies and gentlemen. If you know. All right, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
It's a holiday movie.
Okay. I'm gonna ask a question that was not on the list, but Mr. Radford brings up a very good point. I like how he keeps picking movies that have Christmas scenes in it.
Yes.
Deadpool also had a Christmas scene. Does it make it a Christmas movie?
No.
Actually, he does have a version of his own Christmas movie in his.
He does series. Have a version of a Christmas movie. You're right. That is centered around Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So Chris, whenever we do the NPR, we gotta. So I'm just saying. So.
Oh God.
Pardon me. Yeah. So. Thank you, Ms. Voorhees, for reminding us. And I actually am kind of glad to put a face. I'm kind of glad to put a face to the name now, because normally she got the little avatar thing that pops up. It's very dominant looking. It's very dominant looking animated character on her Facebook. So.
We thought you were Mr. Wilson this whole time.
So it's good to put a face to the name. All right, so name another movie that should be considered a Christmas movie, or a movie that you would consider a Christmas movie. Shout out to Sean. Thank you for joining in, brother. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you. Salute to you. Chris?
I don't know. Give me a minute. I'm trying to think.
You pondering real hard.
Because
I know it's going to sound weird, but I'm going to go with Dreamgirls.
Okay, explain why.
Because it was released on Christmas Day, and I can't think. I relate Dreamgirls with Christmas now.
Sean, Lethal Weapon is not a Christmas movie. We literally just had a little brief.
Lethal Weapon would have been in my, because you already disputed it earlier. I couldn't say that one, but that was my first one in my.
But I mean, I didn't even dispute that when the dude, Andrew disputed that, saying that it does not, just because it takes place, and that was his argument, and I agree. It is not a Christmas movie. And Sean is one of the people who stands on his hill to say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Do you think Xmas, that comedy drama on Netflix, is a Christmas? I've never seen it. Only reason I'm getting Netflix now is because WWE Monday Night Raw is moving to Netflix. So that is the only reason why I'm about to start spending $10 a month on Netflix. I can get my wrestling.
Actually, you get a lot of good stuff out of it. They had some pretty good Christmas movies that just came out with some interesting themes. Some of it not Christmassy. Like, it wasn't like the normal traditional Christmas stuff. People really enjoy it.
Okay. I don't have any movies I could think of that I would consider that should be considered, or I would consider a Christmas movie.
Django? Did Django come out? No.
Stop it.
And how you gonna say Django Unchained when when your first argument about Santa was him enslaving people and using child labor? That's all I'm saying.
Django fought the slave laborers. I mean, that's.
But he was still a slave, though. And remember, if it wasn't for the doctor, he'd have still been a slave.
Very true.
He'd still been a slave.
Isn't that what Christmas is about? Making miracles happen. That man found his wife that was taken from him. How most people ain't gonna ever find the person that was taken from you. Y'all been separated and moved states away. That should be considered a Christmas miracle.
I can't.
All right. So Sean says I'm delusional. Oh, I'm saying y'all are delusional. Lethal Weapon and Die Hard are
Christmas
movies.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Thank you.
No, it's not, Sean. Just because
it takes
place during Christmas.
Boy, salute, sir. We here.
It is not. It is not a Christmas movie, yo. Y'all people. Andrew is telling me I should check the movie out when I get a chance to. I will do that. I like new recommendations on stuff. All right, here's the thing I want to get into. What was your favorite parts of these movies that we have discussed? My favorite part of Die Hard is always going to be the infamous "Yippee-ki-yay, mother" line. That is a tagline that has gone through reincarnations after Die Hard movie after Die Hard movie. It has been spoofed on. It has been reused. It is that is my part of the movie. Also, as Naeem referred to him as Uncle Carl, when he realized that John was not going to listen to him, and he kind of like went on a tangent, but then just decided to help. So, Gremlins is always going to be. Was it Gremlins 1 when he took on the Rocky persona? Not Rocky, but Rambo.
That was Gremlins 2.
That was 2. I think I can't remember. Whatever persona Gizmo took on, that like to knuckle up to take out the evil gremlins. What's going on, Brian Harris? Thank you, sir, for watching. We salute you. Been a minute since you chimed in. I guess you're not on tour right now. You can actually put your feet up for a little while. Yeah, Brian's a busy man. I'm surprised he got time to watch, but we appreciate you though, sir. Appreciate you. What I gotta go back and look, but whatever persona he took on, like, and that's gonna always be my bit for like the Gremlins movies when he takes on the persona of a movie that he watched. The girl backbone.
He thought it was First Blood.
Right. So Sean says his favorite scene in the movie was Hans falling like the ball on New Year's. We said Gremlins. Sean, we said Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Where are you at? Or are you asking me? Are you saying Gremlins is a Christmas movie? Or are you stating fact? Shout out to Raj. Thank you for joining in, brother. We appreciate you. Salute to you. Salute to you.
Since we throwing out movies, what about Edward Scissorhands?
I mean, technically, it was based in the Christmas time, but then it was hot most of the time. So I don't know.
So let me ask you a question. There's a movie coming out on Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie. So if a movie is released on Christmas, would that be considered a Christmas movie?
No.
You talking about the Clarissa Shields movie?
The what?
You talking about the Clarissa Shields movie?
I think that's what it is. Oh, is it Sonic? I think Sonic the Hedgehog. I think it's Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Something's coming out on Christmas.
No.
Clarissa movie I know it's supposed to come out on Christmas. And no, I wouldn't consider that a Christmas movie. That's a
you have to
version of Rocky.
Holidays where people don't have to go to work are big money days for movies.
Right, I agree with you.
People go to the movies, so no.
So Andrew says, let me ask this. When it comes to movies on cable TV, does it seem like they only play Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3? Is Back to the Future considered a Christmas movie? And 3, a lot of September and November.
No, it's not.
It is not.
Okay, so Ms. Voorhees says not necessarily. It does. Does it have any connection to the season? I think she was answering my question. So, and that's why I was asking. So, does it connect to the right? If a movie comes out on Christmas and it's not really a Christmas movie, would it be considered a Christmas movie? Mm-hmm. And she pretty much answered saying if it has a connection, then yes. If not, probably not.
Which makes Die Hard a Christmas movie. It has a connection.
It does not.
It does not. I commend you. I commend you because and I'm not taking this as a shot. But just like a Steelers fan, you're gonna die on your hill. You're gonna run it through the back. You're gonna do what you gotta do, and I commend you for that. Nah, I commend you.
If the
your
man
ground.
would never have went to see his woman at her job holiday Christmas party, he wouldn't have gone through all of that nonsense in the first place. Somebody else would have had to come save the day. It wouldn't have been Die Hard because he wasn't there dying hard.
No, I disagree with you. Because even if you take the equivalent of the holiday of the office party out, and he went to just go see her, and you got this terrorist trying to take over the building in the airport, he still would have intervened. Like she said, this could have happened.
That would have been the whole. That'd have been the whole other movie, sir.
So if this would have happened on the 4th of July, because remember the movie Independence Day was all about independence. Like the final scene took place on the 4th of July. So would this be considered an Independence Day movie if it happened during July?
Yes.
So if it happened during St. Patrick's Day, would it be a St. Patrick's Day movie?
If he got lucky enough to get past all them people without dying, yes, the luck of the Irish.
Bye. Y'all logic is flawed. It is terrible.
If they started playing little, what's the shillelagh music?
Let's not insult an entire group of people.
I'm not insulting them. I love the Irish people. I love their music.
Yeah, let's not insult.
No.
Kind of good. Nonetheless.
All right, Chris, what was your favorite parts of these movies, man?
So if I'm quite honest, though it has nothing to do with the opinion of whether or not the Die Hard movie is a Christmas movie or not, I really don't remember much about the movie to have a favorite scene or not. So I can't really say. When it comes to the Gremlins movie, anytime you saw the Gremlins, like they were my favorite parts because they were just bat-tastic crazy, like just doing all kind of random stuff, eating pizza, throwing coins at people, zip lining through buildings. Like they was doing anything they felt like doing, and it was hilarious to me every single time you saw them. So I always looked forward to seeing what else they were going to do or what persona they were gonna take on. When it comes to the Harry Potter movies, it's because I'm such a diehard Harry Potter person. It's hard to pick a favorite scene. But if I had to pick a favorite one in the first movie, it would probably be the Quidditch match, the first time that Harry played Quidditch. And they were and he was running around and they were trying to figure out who's cursing his broom and all that kind of stuff, and the way that he caught the golden snitch. So that's probably one of my favorite scenes from that first movie.
I'm sorry, did you say the golden stitch or snitch?
Snitch. Like
tattletale
with wings.
Like a tattletale, but the golden ball that only people who have seeker reflexes can actually see it when it's actually moving.
Okay, and I'm assuming that Harry had this particular power to see it?
Yes, runs in his family. His father was a seeker.
His father was a seeker. Okay.
That's the position in Quidditch for the people who catch the snitches.
Okay.
There is a whole book about Quidditch, as well as people who actually play it.
I've seen people play it, and I pray for them.
Hey man, it's just a physical form of cosplay.
Isn't cosplay really a physical form, period?
No.
I feel like it is because you're putting on a whole costume. Like you take the time out to get dressed and be somebody else. So that's physical.
No.
Not like that.
No. Whole different conversation for a different show.
Okay. So, Ms. Voorhees, Princess says Sleepless in Seattle, Batman Returns. Would those be considered Christmas movies?
Batman Returns, definitely.
Why?
happened during Christmas. What do you mean?
Huh?
It happened during Christmas season. What do you mean?
Again, if you take Christmas out of the Batman Returns movie.
I mean, that's not fair because Batman's Batman regardless of what season it is.
So you just proved my point.
But that's, he's Batman. He can celebrate Christmas and not celebrate Christmas.
Lies.
He's fighting crime on Christmas. He fights all year long.
Batman doesn't celebrate Christmas. Bruce Wayne celebrates Christmas.
Well, Bruce Wayne didn't give nobody no gifts. Batman was fighting crime on Christmas. He gave Catwoman a gift, all right?
No, not Christmas movies.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
You don't have a hold on. So she says they occurred during Christmas holidays. Talking about Sleepless in Seattle and Batman Returns. And Sean says you don't have a movie. What are you talking? Which movie, Sean? Which movie are you referring to that if you take Christmas out is not a movie? Please explain.
Die Hard. Batman.
So Courtney says Sleepless in Seattle is a New Year's Eve movie.
Y'all pulling these movies out of nowhere I ain't never heard of.
You never heard of Sleepless in Seattle?
No, I've heard of Sleepless in Seattle. I just didn't see it. It's a rom-com, and I'm not a big fan of those.
So Andrew says, do you think I'll Be Home for Christmas? Is it? Yes. That's the theme of the movie. He's trying to get home for Christmas. Sean says, you don't have a movie if you take Christmas out of Batman. Okay, I'm going to regret this. Sean, please explain. Please explain that one, bro, because I love you. You know that. I just need you to make that make sense, Sway.
He said when we lost it.
I just need you to make that make sense. We got a few more moments left in the show, so you got time to type that up so I can read that and share that with the rest of the Shenanigans squad. Share that with the rest of the Shenanigans crew. So Christmas is coming up. Speaking of Christmas is coming up, and two fat guys. Well, I'm waiting on Sean to write his response if he does write a response. I'm sorry, sir. You absolutely right, sir. I apologize. You go ahead. You right now. I apologize.
This is because I will keep talking about Die Hard. I don't care what my favorite moment is. No.
I mean, you keep diverting off, so I didn't know where you want to go. But go ahead, sir. I apologize.
I'm not diverting. I'm here. I was actually looking up a Christmas movie that I want to recommend for everyone. If you have not seen it, it is on Netflix, and since you have Netflix now, you can watch it. It's called Meet Me for Christmas, and Santa has nothing to do with it, but it's still a great Christmas movie. Enjoy it. Now, Die Hard. My favorite scene in Die Hard is pretty much the whole entire movie, but preferably when dude kills whatever the guy named with the blonde-haired brother, and then made him, made jokes about it, hung him up in an elevator or something. The dude went nuts because his brother was out here hanging, and then he told you, "I'm gonna kill you like I killed your brother." Like the dude was for comedy. Comedy is around Christmas season. People like to laugh at Christmas. He killed everybody and made jokes about it. So, yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie. He made fun of everybody he killed. Let's see. Gremlins. Gremlins was, as a kid, I should have been horrified about this movie, but I wasn't. I actually enjoyed the movie rather well. Watched it a million times. I'm probably the person who rooted for the actual Gremlins versus Gizmo. Like, I rooted for Spike. I wanted Spike in the win, but it didn't happen. And then Gremlins 2 happened, and they had all the extracurricular powers, and the one was smart, and one was a bat, and one was electricity. I definitely was rooting for them. And of course, they didn't win either. But nonetheless, I always root for the Gremlins. Harry Potter, as much as I watched those, and I only watched it because my sister liked those movies, nothing really sticks out with me memory-wise other than the battle for the little golden ball thing. That was kind of cool. I thought, that would be nice if we could actually do that for real. But other than that, I got kind of lost when Harry started fighting somebody with a face that looked like it's supposed to have been on a snail or something. And then, I fell off. I think the guy had no lips, no eyebrows, no mustache, no beard, no nose. Just had a smooth gloss over.
He's a snake. Like,
yeah.
he was turning himself into a snake.
See, after that, it started losing me, and since it wasn't Christmas anyway, I stopped watching it.
So Sean says, as far as Batman goes, it's part of the backstory with Penguin.
Correct.
So
which happened
that's
during
why
Christmas.
he says it should be
Parents left him
considered a
out there
Christmas
in the cold.
movie. And he says, "Is it Spike or Stripe?" I thought it was Stripe.
The first one was. I thought it was Spike.
No, the first one was Stripe because he had a white stripe down his back. The other one was Spike, and the second one.
The other one was Spike. Swap.
Yeah, and then the third one, I don't remember what his name was, but he was the only one that could actually talk because he started singing and started spreading the news or whatever the actual song is called.
Start spreading the news.
And he also had a female gremlin when the guy at the end of the movie was like, might as well. Like, nah, dude, no. No. How desperate are you?
Very.
It was the 80s.
Yeah. We tried things back then that we wouldn't dare do today.
They did.
Nope. I'm good. I'm okay. God help us.
Yes, my
For real now.
I love them. I love the Gremlins. I'm sorry. I did. I thought they should have prevailed at least one of these movies.
Nah, I'm with you. We have come to the final thought process of the show. I know you guys is like, oh, it's ending. Let's end a little early tonight because people got church in the morning, and Dan is not here to fully blown carry on all the shenanigans with meat slapping comments.
I didn't make that one today.
You only made one comment at the very beginning of the show.
And I'm proud of you for that, sir.
I'm trying to be on my best behavior.
I really appreciate that. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
being in the upper right corner.
No, at the end of the day, these three movies that went toe to toe that we brought to you are iconic movies on their own rights. Die Hard for a bunch of people will go down and will always be the Christmas movie of their lifetime. Some people will stand on the hill and argue that until the end of time. Then Gremlins, which will always be a childhood classic for us. If you are over 40 and you have kids and you have not introduced your kids to the Gremlins franchise, you're doing them a disjustice, and you need to introduce them to them. It's just like if your kids don't know who Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is, and I ain't talking about that new crap, I'm talking about the original.
Your kids don't know who Beetlejuice is. That's a
shame on you. Shame on you. Yeah. First of all, you shouldn't have took your kids to go see Beetlejuice 2. Beetlejuice before you didn't take them to go see the first Beetlejuice. How do I talk to you about getting a hoodie? Okay, shout out. We connecting. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Connecting. What is that called? Networking. There we go. I had to think of the word. Networking. Gremlins, like I said, is the childhood classic for us, and if you have not introduced that to your kids, you're doing them a disjustice. Perry Potters. I apologize. Harry Potter. I could buy the man's name. Harry Potter is not something that's in my wheelhouse. I am openly willing to admit that. But for those true Harry Potter fans, I know there's a special series in your heart between the books and the movies and the spin-offs and everything else. Yes, I am a geek, and yes, I make fun of other geeks for playing Quidditch and dressing up like Harry Potter characters and so forth and so on. I might have, Quidditch. Okay, that right there. Flying brooms. Okay, it's hockey on a broom.
It's actually soccer.
I meant to say soccer.
More so soccer.
It's soccer on a broom. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, but those movies, these three movies will always have a special place for people for one reason or another. We just had this discussion in this battle because we just wanted to just have some fun and get it out there. We know that people are going to argue their opinions down, and that's why it's called an opinion. It is not a fact. This is what this show is about, and I'm really glad that we had to. It's not a fact. It is not a fact, Naeem.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. That is a fact.
So, you should not do a ASMR. Yeah, no. Anyway,
That's a different show. Come watch Coffee and Tea, and we can talk about that.
Yeah, that's a different show. You absolutely right.
That's an after dark conversation.
That is a very after dark conversation.
Did I miss the first one?
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
But it's on YouTube though. Go back and watch it. It's on YouTube.
Where was I? I got you.
Yeah, you missed that one, bro. Hell, even Dan joined in. That was crazy.
Okay, I got you.
Sean said the blasphemy. I didn't bring the comment up, but he said the blasphemy. So, these are your shows, these are your movies, and then we know there are other movies out here that we did not touch on, that would be considered or not considered Christmas movies, and those are ongoing battles. So, with that being said, in the comments on our Facebook and YouTube, and even on the Spotify, if you think Die Hard is a, I'm going to do a poll on Spotify to find out if you feel like Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. If you have any suggestions or thoughts of what you would consider a Christmas movie, drop it in the comments section below, and we would definitely respond back to you. With that also being said, shout out to Dan. We hope you get better, my brother. I know we was joking you earlier, but we know an upper respiratory infection is nothing to play with, so we wish you a speedy recovery. Two Fat Guy Podcast, we want to wish a happy holidays to everybody. If you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever your particular thing is, we just want to wish you greetings, and that you enjoy your holiday season with loved ones, and or however you celebrate. If you celebrate by yourself with a bottle, watching Die Hard.
Be easy with that bottle,
you should.
but enjoy it.
Right, be easy with that bottle, but enjoy it. You know,
it's a yippee-ki-yay with every shot.
There you go. No, not with every shot. God, no. Just only take a shot when you hear yippee-ki-yay. So and Two Fat Guys will be transitioning from off of the current platform that we have right now. This is our last show on StreamYard. So we do thank StreamYard for the platform and allowing us, to utilize it the best of our abilities. But we are growing, and it is time for us to move on to another platform that can accommodate us the way that Two Fat Guys is growing. So with that being said, I don't know if we're going to have a show next week, so just look out for the plugs. If not, we will see you at the beginning of the year, the first Saturday of the new year. But hopefully we will be back with one more battle, because Dan said he has something in plan. So hopefully he will have both his lungs in healthy working order. I can laugh because I had an upper respiratory infection with walking pneumonia. It's not a joke, but you don't realize how much work your lungs do until you can't use them. And then when you a fat dude and you can't breathe, it is extra struggle.
In walking pneumonia, can you actually walk, or is it sitting pneumonia?
It's called walking. It's called walking pneumonia because it's not full blown pneumonia. It's like
you don't know you have it until somebody tell you.
Right. So that's why. So you can still kind of function and live and go, but they prefer for you not to. Where I had full blown pneumonia and an upper respiratory infection. So I was on death's door. Yeah, my oxygen level, anybody in the medical field know when I say your oxygen level is below 60%, that is critical. Okay? That is very critical. And I was right there. I was just at 60. And he was like, yeah, you're not going home. You're going to be a guest over here at Good Samaritan Hospital for a while.
Hilarious.
Happy Merry Christmas to you too, Andrew. We appreciate it. And definitely happy Merry holidays. She said, Princess Voorhees, that's what I'm gonna call you. Princess Voorhees says, happy holidays, handsome fellas, and my lovely ladies. So we thank you.
Thank you, madam.
And y'all guys be safe. Thank you to my guests. As normal, the kiss was for Chris, not for you, Naeem. Pause. Let me clarify that.
Viva, I didn't do it. Just know that I didn't do it.
So, but I thank you guys for coming through. I put the signal out. Y'all answered without hesitation. So I thank you so much. Because without you guys, I don't think this show would have happened tonight. And Dan was insisting, even though he wasn't gonna be here, we still try to put this show on. So salute to you guys for coming through and it's always being loyal and faithful. I thank you so much.
Anytime, sir.
You're welcome.
So, as normal as we can be, you can find us at Two Fat Guys Podcast on Instagram. I apologize. It's Two Fat Guys Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's going to be Two Fat Guys Podcast 99. That is TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Two Fat Guys Podcast 99. And on Spotify. And this episode will drop on Tuesday because this was a great episode. And I won't have to do much editing. On Spotify, Two Fat Guys Podcast on Spotify. So please follow, like, and subscribe. And as normal, and yes, Courtney, happy holidays to you too. And Courtney says happy holidays to everyone and have a blessed and safe holiday. And a bunch of hearts behind it. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I need you to do one thing. Tell a friend to tell a friend that it's Two Fat Guys Podcast. Good night.
Mm-hmm.